Donkey Dog will stab one of you mother...
Well, Black Friday crowds got a little rough in Roseville, Carolina, near Sacramento. This cell phone video shows three men trading punches at a local mall.
It's that time of year again. As I always say, Thanksgiving, more so the battle royale that is Black Friday, really kicks off the holiday shopping season in my opinion. So today, I want to talk about making Nintendo Switch purchases this holiday. Whether for yourself or someone close to you, which games should you be keeping an eye out for, and what are looking to be the standout deals for Black Friday. Let's start with the system itself. For Black Friday, it seems most retailers are pushing the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle with the blue and red Joy-Cons. After checking out what a few of them are offering, be sure to light up the comments with any better deals you find on anything, of course. There's going to be tons of stuff on sale this weekend, but the best deal I could find on the console was actually GameStop's. At GameStop, they're selling the Mario Kart 8 bundle for $300, and it also comes with a $50 GameStop gift card. Since the base system typically retails for $300 on its own, with this deal, you're essentially getting Mario Kart 8 for free, and the $50 gift card on top of that puts you only $10 away from buying your second full-price game. I think that's going to be a great entry point for newcomers. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe arguably has the broadest appeal of all current major Switch games. I don't see how you could dislike Mario Kart and have a soul, and obviously you can put that extra $50 towards whatever other game you might want. If you are going to be a new Switch owner, or again you're buying it for somebody else, I also highly recommend you pick up a micro SD card right away, since many games require an additional download, as well as a carrying case if you plan to travel with your system. Alright, games. The biggest discount that I think really needs to be highlighted is Starlink Battle for Atlas. At Best Buy, this game that originally cost $80 when it released just last month will be marked down to $35 on Black Friday. I told you guys to wait for the price drop in my video on it. The game's price was very inflated by the Toys to Life aspect. I assumed that was going to be a disaster, needing to buy the starter set with the R-Wing ship and pilots. But at $35, I can totally recommend this. It will be discounted on all systems, but the Switch one is definitely the premier version in my opinion, as you're able to play as Fox from Star Fox, and there's a bunch of additional Star Fox content in it. I really hope this major reduction gets more people to check it out. Another more recent release that's going to have a discount, and it seems like most major retailers, is Dragon Ball FighterZ. The game is going to be marked down to $30 in most places, but Walmart is going to be selling it for $25. Seems like there's going to be a lot of undercutting with a few games, so I'm just going to stick with the lowest price on most of these. FighterZ came out a while ago on other platforms, but the Switch version release is still pretty new. If you enjoy fighting games, this title has quickly become one of the featured games in many fighting game tournaments, and is beloved by most in the fighting game scene. And the art style, it just makes it look like you're playing an episode of the anime. It's awesome. Probably the Switch game I've talked the most about on this channel without buying it is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. After the original game released for $50 on the Wii U, I refused to pay $60 for the port, but now I may pull the trigger on Black Friday because it's going to be marked down to $35 at Walmart. As I said in my original review for this game on the Wii U, fantastic. If you love platformers, you gotta play this. And speaking of, Kirby All-Star Allies is another platformer that I know a few of you wanted to wait for a price cut on, and that game is going to be $35 at Walmart as well. Bayonetta 2 is going to be $40 at Best Buy, and keep in mind, this includes both Bayonetta 2 physically on the cartridge, as well as Bayonetta 1 as a download. Even as a port, I felt this combo pack was totally worth its $60 price tag when it released earlier this year, and especially since the third game in the series was announced at last year's Game Awards and may even be shown off at this year's upcoming Game Awards. I think that's a very possible scenario. I know many are going to want to get caught up on this series before that third game releases, and now there's going to be no excuse not to be. If you're looking for RPGs, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, one of the premier Nintendo Switch exclusives from last year, will be marked down to $35 at Walmart. I hope you got a couple hundred free hours available if you're planning to jump into that. Also, South Park: The Fractured But Whole, another pretty big RPG, will be $17 at Walmart. And we'll stick with the RPGs, but head over to Best Buy, where Monster Hunter Generations will be $35, and Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is going to be $20. Can't say enough that you shouldn't be deceived by the Mario plus Rabbids team up. There's actually a really sweet strategy game waiting for you if you decide to pick that up. And I'm going to stop here with the Black Friday deals. Like I said, please feel free to share anything you're looking to pick up in the comments, especially if I didn't mention it. Going further into games that aren't discounted, if you're going to be buying the Switch for yourself, there are still two games that I feel are must-owns for every Switch owner, and they're Mario Odyssey and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. These two titles duked it out for the top spot on many people's Game of the Year lists from last year, and I truly believe no Switch collection is going to be complete without them, so if you are starting to build your Switch library this holiday, they're totally worth it and necessary, even at full price. A game that came out this year that I was pretty sad to see not get a discount because I really want more people to experience it is Octopath Traveler. If you're into not just RPGs, but particularly if you have a fondness for the classics from like the Super Nintendo era, you really need to play this title. Just a fantastic throwback to that era, but improving and building on those classics in various ways. And that art style, guys, I do not get sick of looking at that game. It's so good. Finally, there are two pretty big new Switch games for this holiday season. One has already released, the sort of controversial in the fan community Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games. If you enjoyed the mobile game Pokemon Go, you should definitely consider this. And if you're a fan of the classic Gen 1 era games like Red, Blue, and Yellow, especially if you haven't played a Pokemon game in a while, I think you'll enjoy them, even if just as a trip down memory lane. And of course, there's the big one, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This will probably become the third game, joining Odyssey and Breath of the Wild as games I believe every Nintendo Switch owner must have. Dozens of classic Nintendo characters as well as third-party guests come together for the ultimate showdown. While the Smash games are technically fighting games, a more niche genre, they offer up single-player and party play modes that I feel make it the franchise with the broadest appeal in the genre. Even though it's not out yet, I haven't played it. I have full confidence that the title is going to be amazing. And yeah, you can't go wrong with like Solid Snake blasting Pikachu with rockets. And with that, this video's a wrap. Let me know what you're looking to buy this holiday season in the comments. Are you going to brave the Black Friday crowds? And which deals are you looking to capitalize on? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this discussion of Nintendo Switch Black Friday deals, as well as some other games you may want to consider buying this holiday. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you want to keep the conversation going, hit me up on Twitter at Johnny Zakari, and join my Discord, Shy Guy and Friends, linked to both in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.